You say slow down. I don't like to move too fast. It drowns the truth with things that are not real, and I really want us to be real with love that lasts. In the past I messed up, gave too much. What is it with time? Why can't we unwind? And all the hurt we deal with, I wanna leave my cares behind. And now that time has passed, I see why we are lonely.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, today Matt Builds. Today I'm going to be continuing on with the Arizona. I've got it here ready. Last night I put the port side railings down on the lower deck. Bit challenging. Took me an hour and a half to do. But what I'll probably think of doing, I'll probably do the starboard side, the long one, tonight. Because it gives me plenty of time to sort it out. So what I'm going to do, which I'll just show you where to put them on. We can lift this up. If you can just see them there, bit very fine detail, but they were on. So what I'm going to do instead, I'll put them along the top here. So with that said, let's make a start. Okay guys, I've got the first piece off here. I'm starting from here and it'll finish off here. So that's A7 here, and then from here to there is A8, and then from here to around there is A9. And that is the piece here. Can you see that? Which you don't think you can. That part here. I'll just come back a bit just so you can see that there. So that'll be going here. Well, actually no, it doesn't. A7 goes from here, it's A6 that goes from here, just realised. Hang about, I'm doing that wrong. A7 from here, A6 from there. So I need to get A6 off in a bit, so I'll start with A7. So what I need first is my roller to bend it slightly. Just roll it. Let's make sure I've got the angle right. I probably knowing me, I probably haven't. Actually, I have. Now I need the roller again to bend the other side. Just slightly. Could just be slightly off here. Because when the loose got free sections like that, it can make things a bit awkward. Okay. So if I just put this on here, for now, I'll get this on. So I'll let that stick before I put them 3 prongs and them 3 prongs into place. Okay. And the next one I need is A6. Which is just here. Get as close to that edge as I possibly can. Okay. And if there's anything left on there, I'll just cut off. Again, that will be rolled. Up to the specification I need it. Just test, so this will need to come round before I do anything else. Sometimes tweezers can be your friend and sometimes it can be your worst nightmare. Well, that's perfect in a way. Just double check. Right, let's see. So that end here needs to go on this end here. Realise that. Perfect, that is bang on. But like again, with the 3 loose ends, well the 2 loose ends, I'll leave that until the glue sticks. Bit too much glue on there. It's the only thing right, what we'll do, we'll just put the glue on here. And that should go on nicely. Perfect. So that's that one in place. So like again, I'm going to let that stick before I do anything else with them, because like these need to be moved in, but I'm waiting until these stick properly, so I'll give them a while and then I'll just push the prongs in either end, glue them onto the supports here, and then we can, well I'm going to carry on anyway from here to there. So we've got A6 and 7 on, so we need A8. Quite a long fret this, very long fret, and I called them sprues, and so I found out the proper name for it, a fret, because every time you touch it it starts wobbling, it's fretting, pardon the pun. Right, so what was it, a number to need? A8, which is here. Also what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a new intro, which, well I've already done a new intro, instead of doing the same ones all the time and what have you. So it's the models that I've already done. Some are completed, some, well they're all completed, they just need painting. So I'll use that from now on as an intro. If that'll be alright with us. What's stopping this? That. Okay. Now, this is shorter and this is longer, so I need to find out which one goes where. A8. So the longer one goes up this end here and the shorter one goes from here, and that'll be starting from there, this part here, which I'll just show you properly. That'll be starting from here and finishing there. So I've got to bend this again and I'm sick to death of knocking things over on the floor, which is my keyboard. And then bend this slightly round. The joys of putting awkward. Where does that start? There. I've bent that up. Test fit. A bit too far over. Bend it back a bit. And that's perfect. Right, that should reach there, that will reach there. So again, I'll let that one stick. And now we need, so it's, I need one at this end as well. Should just remember. So I'll get A5 on. How the hell did I miss that? Simple, Dave, you're not concentrating enough. Fair enough. A5. There's A5. see how this goes. Everything 3 loose prongs facing this way. Well, this should be a walk in the park. No bending. But I've got to leave room for photo etch to go on that barbette. And there's ample room there. So again, I'll wet that dry, let it stick. Now these should be going on, getting glued on shortly, and that'll be going in there like that, and that'll be going on there like that, as well as this. But that's not fully dry yet, so I'll leave that for the time being. So I'll probably end up doing that tonight. Now here, at this end, what time are we on now? 20 minutes. It's not done bad, not done bad. Not bad. And also I've got to put a rail A4 along there. So here is A9, so we'll get A9 off. And I've had my heater on since 8 o'clock this morning, with it being really cold with that rain. And it's not stopped raining at all yet. More's the pity. Because when I do start this diorama for the Arizona and the Enterprise, I'll be leaving that till when it starts getting a bit more warm and we've got clear, beautiful blue hot weather and blue skies and whatever, because I'll need to do the board, the work outside, put the foam board on, and then measure how deep I need to put this in, because this is, with it being quite a thick hull from the waterline down, it's going to have to go pretty deep, whereas the Enterprise doesn't. But anyway, we'll get there when I need to get. Now this is going to be a difficult one. No, it's not, because them loose prongs here will be going on here, so I just need to bend this. So it needs to be bent slightly here and here. So bend that slightly, And so these rollers that Simon's Plastic Modelling mentioned to me have really come in handy. So I can bend that like that. So what I'll do, I'll glue that on, wait for that to dry, and then ever so slightly bend them ones when it's stuck, as I do not fancy the relish the idea of bending it yet, in case it comes off. So let that dry and bend these over there. So that's that side done. That's still a bit loose. Right. Okay. But what I can do in the meantime, while I wait for that lot, is get these parts stuck on for the lifeboats. Because these are a pain to put on. And I did cut off the other ones and I don't know where they are. Unless they're under the ship. Yep, they're under the ship. Oh. Let's bring this down here. These are the parts here. And as we all know, these are a nightmare to get on. Especially when my thumb's in the way. I know they've got to be tight, but this is ridiculous. Okay, that's that one on. Let them stick for a bit. To be honest with you, I'm thinking of cutting off one of the pins, because there's no way I'm going to get these on. Because they're that tight, it's impossible. Now this should make it easier to get them on. Saying that could be a bit of a challenge. Stay on. There we are. Making sure it's in the right place. You just glue it. Once you glue it, you've got more of a chance for it to stick. Okay, more stable now. So it gives me a chance now to get this on. Trying to get this on, the glue would have set. Alright. That's on. So I'll let that stick. That's one side. Right. Now then. Get these bent down here. And there. That's still loose. That should have stuck by now. I think I know what's causing that. Just keep hold of that for a moment. Yeah, just this one here. It wasn't properly glued down. So I'll leave that one for a moment while I get these on. So I'll just push that in with my tweezers. I'll just keep hold of that. Looks like it's stuck. That's good. Get the next one done. Do the same with this. That one's good. That one's fine. I'll just need them last three in. So, I'll use the knife for this. Although again, I think I'm better off using the tweezers. Okay. Right, so that's that. Now the next thing I need to do is turn the ship around. Again, I'll have to leave that one till it's properly stuck. And that one. Unless what I could do is just take the crane out, and move that one out the way over here, and put that lifeboat davit in there. I would turn the ship around, but you won't be able to see it. So I'll do a test fit, making sure I don't knock anything off. And that has gone in perfectly. So what I'll do, I'll get it glued. awkward here. Now the test fit went perfect. I should have took it out really, should have left it in. Still, get it in there. Put that in there. There we go. So that is that davit in place. But I've still got the life bolts to paint. I'll get the crown back on. That's that in place. Sure that's in place. Life bolt davits are in. That's all the davits in place, including the two down here, one either side. But there's still photo etch to go on the guns. I have painted the rudder, but I will not be putting that on yet. The propellers need painting also. Still quite a lot to do, especially I'll just zoom out. The rails to go along here down to the stern, all the way right to the back. Rails on here, rails round here, rail here, rail going across here, and that's, if you get all that done, and then that's all the railings done. And then it's just a matter of putting the life bolts on once they're painted, and a photo etch around these barbettes, rear and front. I've got a detail still to go up on top of there, which I just realised, so I'll have to get that up, put that on. I'll have to spray it first, get it on, and also the flag poles, and then all the rigging, which is going to be fun, because I've kept the lid. I threw the rest of the box away, but I kept the lid, which I'll be cutting out the picture so it would give me some reference for the rigging. So well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me do that as much as I've enjoyed putting it on. Right. Well guys, that's it for the Arizona for today. Thank you for watching. Oh, I'm really loving this build. The hardest part is these rails. They're not really solid. There's like they dip in the middle as well, so and especially when you've got those either end that have got no support on them, you've got to glue them on. So that's it. They can be quite challenging, but above all, it's been an easy build. Well, in so many ways. But I've enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this. This is the first time I've done a pre-dreadnought, well, a dreadnought battleship. The very first time. Because I've always done modern battleships and aircraft carriers, but never one like this. And I'm really glad I got this model. She's just a beauty to do. She's just, I can't put it into words, to be honest with you, but I've really enjoyed doing it. I mean, this will be finished before the Enterprise. I just wanted something different to do, and then once this is completed, then I'm going to go on the Enterprise and get really stuck into that, because it's still some parts to go on there. It's actually still quite a lot of parts to go on the Enterprise. I mean, I've still only painted one plane. I need to get all the others done as soon as. But I'll just pick it up. without dropping off. And there's the rail. You probably can see it better now on the stern and again on the bow. Really coming along. There's some parts that do need painting along the edges at the top deck. Well, that won't take long to do, so I'll get that done. I'll probably do it after this video actually, so it's all there. I don't like bald patches because that's where I put the top decking on, not realising. Right, anyway, tonight, hopefully, all being well, I'll be live with Ron's modelling group at 7 o'clock. I'll be doing either the bow or the stern. I might get the stern done because it seems to be a bit easier to do the stern for the rail. So I'll get that done. And tomorrow I might get back onto that howitzer, do a bit more on that, and just give this a rest till Monday. Yeah, I think I will give this a rest till Monday after tomorrow. Well, after tonight, sorry. And then I can get stuck into it again. So anyway guys, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget to that notification bell for future videos. So until either tonight or tomorrow, you all stay safe, take care, I'll see you then. Bye for now.